Hello my fellow book addicts, Megan here, and time for my November TBR. So, like any TBR the last couple months, I have some books left over from my previous TBR. So, I'm just gonna get those right out of the way now. The first I have is The Siege of Mackinac by John Flanagan, and this is book 6 in the Ranger's Apprentice series. But I am kind of disappointed that I didn't get to this in October. Just things were crazy. My hours at work have gone up. Not that I'm complaining, mind you, but, it just majorly cut into my reading time, so that's why I didn't get to this. And then I have Valkyrie Rising by Ingrid Paulson, and finally I have The Bronze Key by Cassandra Clare and Holly Black, and this is book 3 in the Magisterium series. Now, there is still some time in the month of October, at the time of me filming this, and I might have time to breeze through this once I finish the book I'm currently reading, so there is still hope for me finishing this. So I'm very excited for that. So, I was trying to limit myself on when I was going to try to read for November because it's NaNoWriMo, and I want to try and take part this year because I sadly could not take part last year. Just too many things happened at the beginning of November, so that put me insanely behind. And I just wasn't feeling it. I felt like I would be pushing myself if I had tried to take part at that point, and it just would have stressed me out, and it just wouldn't have been fun. So, with that, I might have a slightly overly ambitious November TBR, because if I take part in NaNoWriMo, all the time I'd be spending reading, I would be spending a good chunk of it writing. So, without further ado, here are my new books for my November TBR. I'm still trying to read a lot of unread books on my bookshelf, but I have a few library books thrown in there as well. And these are books that have been on my TBR for quite a while, so figured it's time for me to finally get to them. And one of those books is After the End by Amy Plum. And I can't remember too much about what this is about synopsis-wise, but from my understanding, there's this group of people in the wilderness, and they basically think they are the last, or one of the last pockets of humanity. And it is revealed to our main protagonist that that is not the case. And that's the gist of what I remember from this. And just the concept of that really intrigued me, and I'm really excited to get to this thing. Next, I have Doll Bones by Holly Black, and I believe this is a standalone, and it's a middle grade book. And I'm really excited to get to this, because so far there has not been a Holly Black book that I did not like. So, I don't even know how to begin to describe this, so I'm just going to read the synopsis on the flap. So Zach, Poppy, and Alice have been friends forever, and for almost as long they've been playing one continuous, ever-changing game. A game that takes place in a world populated with pirates and thieves, mermaids and warriors. Ruling over them all is the Great Queen, a bone china doll imprisoned in a cabinet, cursing those who displease her. But my cat is blocking my lighting, I am so sorry. But the three friends are in middle school now, and Zach's father is pushing him to give up make-believe for basketball. When his father gives him no choice, Zach quits the game and lies about the reason. It seems like their friendship might be over until Poppy declares she's been having dreams about the Queen, and the ghost of a girl who will not rest until the bone china doll is buried in her empty grave. So I'm not going to read the last paragraph, but basically the three friends are going to be going off on this big adventure to set the Queen's ghost at rest. And pretty safe to assume things aren't gonna go according to plan. So I'm pretty excited about getting to this. Like I said, I really like Holly Black's writing. I like her books. And as much as I love her and Cassandra Clare teamed up, it's gonna be nice to read something new to me at least that is just by Holly. So next, I am gonna be continuing on with the Goddess War series by Kendar Blake with Mortal Gods. So, I'm not going to go into too much detail about how I felt about Anti-Goddess, because I am going to get a review for that up. But I will say, I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it either. I'm still kind of in the middle. So that's why I'm going to be continuing on, and maybe think the second book will kind of push me one way or the other. So, time will tell, we will see. And, I'm interested to see how I eventually fall in this. And finally, I have The Silence of Six by E.C. Myers. And I remember there was a bit of buzz about this book on BookTube a while back. And haven't had a chance to pick it up, obviously. It's been sitting on my bookshelf since. So, from what I remember about the synopsis, I'm not going to read the back flap because I really want to go into this somewhat blind. Apparently, our main protagonist's best friend hacks the presidential debate going on at his school that's being live streamed, and he basically kills himself, but not before saying something along the lines of, like, what is the Silence of Six, and what are you going to do about it? And, of course, our main protagonist, his best friend, is insanely confused. He doesn't know what's going on, and he's somehow being dragged into some insanity. So I believe this is a standalone. I don't remember anything being mentioned about this being a series, but I could be wrong. It's been a while since I really looked into this book at all. So yeah, that's it for my November TBR. If I choose to take part in NaNoWriMo, I'll probably get a video up for that some point next week or so. If I have time, I might just jump into writing and get really caught up in things. So yeah, that's it for this video, and I hope to see you guys next time. Keep on reading, my fellow book addicts. Keep on reading.